Hello there, my name is Valerie White Williams, and I am a voice teacher and a vocal coach for Vocal Splendor Studios. Today I'm doing another reaction video. This time I'm reacting to All in Your Name, a collaboration between Michael Jackson and Barry Gibb of the Bee Gees. Let's have a listen.
The story unfolds. What the wise men have told you is already known. That a woman and a man should go by the plan, and we find out how high we can fly.
Gosh, it's interesting. I've not really heard Barry Gibb as a solo singer as much. I've always heard them in the Bee Gees in a trio. He's got a really interesting voice. It's interesting. And it's almost slightly nasal a bit, but he had that phrasing. So I'm really curious to see what goes on next.
There's just one religion, one family of life. We suffer the children as God cries above, and the giving, not the taking, with hearts open wide, and it looks like we fall.
Okay, I just have to stop. His vocals are so different. I just need to comment, and I'm sorry to interrupt because I'll forget later, but he is hide, hide. Has a little bit of breath, and then he gets a little vibrato. This side to hide. It's really different. It's very different. And it gives a sense of vulnerability and sensitivity.
It burns like a flame. Any ground that I claim. So what is my life if I don't believe there is someone to watch me follow my dreams, take all the chances, those who dare.
Okay, so now he's getting into this bigger belt. Me imitating a guy. But interesting, I've not done any reactions to Bee Gees. Maybe I should, because they were so iconic in the era. And what I've heard, I did a little research before I reacted to this song, that Michael has been friends with them for a long time. So very interesting. But yeah, you heard this big belt coming in soon. Haven't heard Michael yet, but we will.
What about world? What does it become when the damage is done? And you held out, you said no, you stand up. Only God knows that it's all in the end. It's all in your name. Carry me to the gates of paradise in the same. Saw in your name, look to heaven, an angel appears to love and protect us through all of our tears, and the gateway to peace, it stands open wide, and it looks like we fall. It burns like a flame. Any ground that I claim. So what is my life if I don't believe there is someone to watch me follow my dreams, take all the chances?
was really special. I really enjoyed it way more than I thought. When I first saw the video, it was kind of grainy, and I'm like, I don't know. And to be honest, Barry Gibb's voice took me a while to kind of warm up to. He has a really interesting approach. Like I said, la, la. So his soft voice was that, and then he got into this really powerful belt, which I was like, whoa, dude, he's got it down. Big sound. And then he had a third voice, that falsetto, the Bee Gees voice, which I'm used to hearing. I've heard it was his song and they collaborated. Now, when Michael came, it's almost like here comes the angels coming in, and just so sweet and so loving and just awesome. And it's interesting. I really was fascinated watching the takes here. So I'm guessing that they did multiple takes like so many people do. So it's not exactly live. Definitely it was sliced together in the studio, because that's how people do it. They just do lots of takes. In fact, maybe you guys don't know, when you go into the studio, and this has been around forever, decades, you do multiple takes of things. You go and you sing them over and over again, and then the engineers will kind of cut and paste. And they've been doing that for a long time. Like, here's what it sounds good at this part. We're going to cut and paste that part. We're going to cut and paste that part. And that's exactly what I think this song was done. I guess it was like 2002 when they recorded it. That's what I heard. And it was like 10 years later, they released it in 2011. And it's so fun to see them work together. That's one of my favorite parts of the video, is seeing the collaborative process and working together and singing together. And it was cool that they shared the mic. Sometimes that doesn't happen. You know, people come in separately and do the recording in the studio, but to see that collaboration and the love between them and how much fun they were having to make this song. According to what I read online, this was a protest song for the Iraq War. You can't really get that unless you read it, but it's, you know, Michael was always a humanitarian and he wanted to help the world. And to be honest, I don't know much about the Gibb brothers. I mean, I grew up with them. I grew up hearing them, but I really don't know much about them. But they were so popular in the 70s. It was just, they were everywhere. And it was just really fun to hear that collaboration. And yeah, I warmed up to Barry's voice. It's an interesting instrument, and he uses his voice in a different way. But you know what? That was what makes people unique, is we have that uniqueness. And then who knew? They were great friends, and they collaborated to make this beautiful work of art. And it was just lovely seeing the relationship. And I really enjoyed it. I typically like to do live videos. You guys know that. But I will do things like this. And this one was really special. And it was really fun to see the chemistry. Because that's the thing about artists too, is there's chemistry. It's like dating. And when you're friends with people and you care about them, it's really easy to make great art together with them. So yeah, I'm really excited and glad that I did a reaction to this video. I can't remember who was the person that said, react to this one, but I'm so glad I did, because we need the more heartwarming music right now. We are in another sort of war right now, April 30th, 2020. And so we need to uplift ourselves and keep the energy together and understand that we can work together to make a better world. So if you would like me to do more reactions to Michael Jackson or Barry Gibb and the Bee Gees, please subscribe and click on the bell so you get notified of all my uploads. And please let me know what other Michael Jackson videos should I react to. And hey, let me know about the Bee Gees. I'd love to react to them too. They were so iconic back in the day. And yeah, I've warmed up to Barry Gibb. And that happens with me sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, and then I'm like, hey, you sold me. All right. And also I want to thank you for the likes, shares, and subscribes. I so appreciate it. And I also want to let you know that I am teaching voice even during the lockdown. I've been actually teaching online for almost 10 years, and I've worked with people all over the world, and I get great results from beginners to professionals. So if you're interested in lessons, please go to my website at vocalsplendor.com. All right. You guys take care, stay safe, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.